Hello everybody, this is Wolf of the Dead, and today we are going to learn a little bit of crochet. I am using an H hook. A lot of people do use the H hook. It is one of my favorite needles. I always lose this needle. I am good at that. We are going to learn how to chain and single crochet with crochet today. Now how I take this end of the string and put it on my needle is I will take my thumb and my pointer finger, hold down onto the tail of the string, wrap around my pointer and my middle finger, holding it down with my thumb here, going underneath this string here and pulling on the excess of the string here, making a little loop, taking my fingers out, revealing a circle, and all you got to do is pull that and it makes a loop. So one more time, holding with your pointer finger and your thumb, wrapping around your pointer and your middle, going underneath this string here, grabbing a hold, pulling a loop through, and then taking it and pulling it tight on your needle. So now we will focus on a chain. In most of the patterns, it will be represented as a CH. So you want to loop around and pull through. Loop around and pull through. One more time, loop around, pull through. You can go in front of the yarn or behind the yarn, whichever way you prefer. And you just loop around and pull through. So I've done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I'm going to go ahead and do this up to 10. So that is 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we are going to move on to learning how to single crochet. So at this point, we have 10 chain stitches here. And I always loop my string around twice on my pointer finger to help keep that tension there as I'm crocheting. But whenever we move on to our first row from our chain, we want to skip this first chain right here that our thread is going through. So we want to skip that and go through the next chain, loop the string, and pull through. And now we have 2 string on our needle, and we are going to loop around and pull through both of those. And that will be our first single crochet. Once again, we go through the next chain, pull through. Now we have 2 on our needle, loop around and pull through both, and then that is our second single crochet. Once again, going through our chain, pulling through. We got 2 on our needle. Whoop, I gotta fix my tension. And looping around, pulling through both, and then that is again a single crochet. So we'll do it one couple more time here. Pulling through, having 2 on our needle, wrapping around, pulling through both. As you can see, and I am going to go ahead and do this all the way to the end here as my cats attack each other. All the way to the end here. And I will show you how you would start a second row. So whenever you get to the end here of your first row, so you have your chain row here, and then you have your first row here. So to start your second row, you would chain, chain 2, and turn. You can go in the same hole here, or you can go over one, and that will count as your first single crochet. And you just go through the top here, pull through, you have 2 on your hook, pull through both. And there is your first 2 single crochets of your second row. So once again, we're going to go through both of these loops here, because there's 2 strings there from the previous row, and we're going to pull through and then pull through 2 again, and that is our single crochet. And again, we're going to go through both of these strings here, pulling our yarn through, and then pulling it through both of these. Again, so you can see where I'm going in. I'm going in right here, pulling through, and going back through. So I'm going to go to the end of this row, and then we are going to do one more row, so I can go over one more time for you guys how to start a new row with single crochet. So crochet 2 chains here, flip your work, skip this first stitch, going into our second stitch here, right like so, pulling through your thread. Now we got 2, and then we pull through, and then that is how you would start your next row. So I'm going to go all the way over here to the end of this row so I can show you how it looks whenever you get to the end of the row where that chain is. So we are going to continue our single stitches all the way to the end of this row. Okay, so we are to the chains here, and this counts as one of our single stitches. So we would just go just like a normal stitch, right like so, right in there, and put one in there like that, and then there we go. Then we would just repeat the process with every row past that. You can do your chain as long as you want, to do your single crochets as long as your chain. And there is so many different patterns that you can use just this simple crochet with. In the next video, we will go over half double crochets and double crochets. So definitely tune in for that. Other than that, that's how we would start our chain, and that is how you would do a single crochet. You have the nice little rim here, and then your chain on the other side. Whenever you're done a project, let me show you how to end a project real fast here. So you have your needle in here, and then you have your tail from where you snipped it. So you just want to yarn over and pull through, and instead of leaving a loop there, we just pull it all the way through and pull snug like that. And that'll keep your work from not falling apart. And then that is how you would do your chain and your single crochet with several different rows, and how to end your work there. So it's definitely something easy to practice. In the next video, we will go over half double crochets and double crochets. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!